Hello everybody, this is Brisket998, also known as David. Today I've got a couple things I wanted to talk about. First off, I just want to apologize. I know that I haven't been putting out very many videos at all, and that's just because, well, I was on my trip for a couple of weeks, and since I've been back, getting back into the routine of YouTube has been kind of difficult, but I'm going to be gone all of next week, so hopefully this weekend I can put up at least 4 or 5 videos just to make up for all the lost time. So yeah, this is actually a free-for-all, and I never play free-for-all, so I hope you guys enjoy. It's a ridiculous comeback, this game. I start off sucking like I usually do when I first play the game, but I end up coming back and winning. Oh damn, I just gave away the ending. Oh well. So yeah, I have a mini little story that I want to tell you guys today. So I'm not very self-conscious about myself at all. To be honest, I think I'm pretty hot, and so do most girls. No, just kidding. But actually I wasn't kidding. But anyway, so I'm not very self-conscious, but my belly button, this is gonna sound weird, but my belly button is the one thing that I'm self-conscious about. Like, it is just really weird. I don't know what's wrong with it. It was like whacked up when I got born or something, but it's just really nasty ass, and I don't like my belly button at all. So when I went to the doctor to get my physical for soccer a couple months ago, he's like, oh, what's up with your belly button? You want me to fix that up for you? Because you don't like the way it looks, do you? I'm like, no, I don't like the way it looks. He's like, okay, well, come in sometime, we'll fix it up. And then I never really contacted the doctor again. But today, I had to go back to the doctor's because I'm getting these shots for whatever. And it's like a 3-part series, so you get one, and then 2 months later you get another one, and now I have to go back in 5 months to get another one. So while we were there, my mom asked the doctor, she's like, so I remember you talking about David's belly button, what can you do? And he's like, okay, well, actually the nurse, we were talking to the nurse, and she's like, well, you guys have a seat here in the office. David, you sit up on that little table thing, you know those table things like the paper on it that makes a lot of noise when you wiggle around because you're all nervous. Yeah, so I was sitting up there on this cold ass metal table with this paper stuff. My mom's sitting in the chair, and then the doctor comes in and is like, hey David, shakes my hand, pleased to meet you again, blah 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 blah, what can I do for you today? Blah 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 blah, I heard something about your belly button. I'm like, yeah, I was wondering if you could like fix it or look at it and see what you can do or something. I don't know, I just don't like it. And he's like, okay, well, let's have a look-see. So he made me lay down on the table thing, and then he looked at my belly button, and he's like, well, it appears that you have a cyst of some sort in here, and we have to make an incision here, and it'll be quick, and we'll just numb you and this and that and the other. And I'm like, okay, well, it won't hurt, will it? He's like, no, it won't. Like, how long will it take? It's probably 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, oh. So it's not like an actual surgery, it's just like a little thingy. He's like, yep. So, then the nurse comes in, and she's like, okay, I'm going to give you your and just, like, stabs me in the shoulder with the shot. So that didn't really hurt that bad. I used to freak out about shots, but I've gotten over it. So I got my shot, and then he comes back in, and he's like, all right, David, lay down there on the table thing again. So I laid down on the table thing again, and he lifted up my shirt to like look at my belly button. He was like, and then this girl comes in, and I don't know how old she is. She looks like she's like 20, 19, 22. I don't know, somewhere around there. Like, she is this blonde chick, right? She's not very tall, which is good for me because I'm short. And she is just so hot. Like, I'm not even kidding. She's like one of those girls that you'd see, like, working out in yoga pants at your local gym that just, like, makes you, like, drool. Like, she is ridiculously hot. And he just says to my mom, he's like, hey, this is, I forget her name. Let's say it was Emma. I forget what her name was. He's like, this is blah, 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 Emma. She's our intern, our student doctor, so she's going to be helping out and watching today. And I'm like, oh god damn it, because of course I'm all self-conscious about my nasty ass belly button, right? And then she's like, oh hi, pleased to meet you. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? And then I'm laying down on the table thing looking up at the ceiling, and they're all feeling around in my belly button, like talking about it. They're like, so what do you think that is there? He's like quizzing her, and she's like, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah. He's like, no, it is a blah 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 cyst. She's like, oh, okay. And then they're like, okay, well, we need to make an incision here and do this and that and the other. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah. So she puts on the glove, and they're feeling around in my belly button. And he's like, all right, you're going to feel a slight pinch. And then he takes this needle and sticks it in my belly button. And I couldn't really see what was going on. I could just feel it, and I could, like I couldn't see what they were doing to my belly button. But anyway, so yeah, it really hurt when he numbed my belly button because it, like, burned, like, when the fluid went in or whatever. And then I didn't feel anything. And then the whole time she was like making this nasty face like, ew, this is disgusting. And they were talking about me like I wasn't there, you know. They're like talking about my belly button and what they're doing. He's like, see, I gotta take out the cell wall here and remove the cyst here and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, hello, I'm here too, you guys. It's my belly button you're talking about. I don't know, it just felt weird. So yeah, like the one thing I'm self-conscious about, and of course, the day that they're gonna work on my belly button, some like extremely hot girl comes in and gets all grossed out by my belly button. It was just horrible. It was really embarrassing. I'm like, oh god. Why genetics? Why I have to have such a weird belly button? So yeah, so you see here, I get the assault drone, and I never use the assault drone, but I am owning some major butthole. The problem with free for all is everyone camps. It's really annoying. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have been watching the gameplay at all. Probably just listening to my belly button story. But if you go back and mute it and watch the video, you'll see that it was actually a ridiculous comeback. I was just dying like crazy at the beginning, and now I start owning. This riot shield guy gives me quite a buttload of trouble. He just does not want to die. I almost killed myself with the rocket there, and then he riot shields my thing. So yeah, that sucked. So yeah, I got my shot. I got my belly button fixed up. It's still kind of hurting, but it'll like heal in a few days or something. I've been doing cross country recently, and I am becoming a much better runner. Like the furthest I've ever ran is like 1 mile, and that's for soccer tryouts and PE. And then I ran 1 mile like 2 or 3 times before cross country, you know, getting myself ready for cross country. And then the first day I show up, because we were on our trip, so I missed a lot of the practices. The first day I show up, they have like different levels, like level 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So my friend Chris, who got me into it, he's really good at running. He's like way above my ability level. But he decided to run with me, so we run the 3 mile, which is the lowest one. Now, it is the lowest one, and all the noobs were doing it, but 3 miles is quite a lot of running for me. I'm only used to 1 mile, right? So this is 3 times the amount. So we were running, and I actually kept up a pretty good pace for about 2 miles, and then we walked like half a mile and then ran the last half a mile. So I didn't run the whole time, but I was pretty proud of myself. Then the next day, we do this thing, I forget what it's called. It's like where you run a steady pace for like 3 miles, and you have to like keep your same mile time every time. Like just like conditioning pretty much. So first we run our warm-up, which is 1 mile, right? I mean, every time we go there in the weight room, we do all these stretches and push-ups and ab workouts, and by the time that's over, I'm already really tired and sweaty. So we do all that for about an hour. Then we do our warm-up mile. So keep in mind, I'm only used to 1 mile at a time, right? So that's our warm-up. So by the time this is over, I'm like dead. I finish the warm-up, and then we all line up, and we're talking for like 30 seconds. They're like, all right, go! And we all start running, and it's called Grassy Knoll because it's like around this big field, and it's really difficult. Anyway, I only finished 1 out of the 3 miles. I had to drop out along with one other kid, and then we did a cool down mile. So yeah, cross country, it's been pretty hard, but I'm getting better at it, and I'm really excited. So here's the end of my video. See there, I got the game-winning kill. I'm sorry I haven't been making video, guys. Hopefully this commentary was kind of funny. I know I'm not a funny guy, but yeah, I try. So hot girl plus gross belly button equals sad face. But hot girl plus movies this upcoming weekend equals happy face. Different hot girl, not the same one. Yeah. Alright, so thank you all for watching.